You wanted to switch lanes, but you're scared to do so. Ladies, just know you're not by yourself. So welcome to the video today. This is what we're going to be talking about in this video because I want you to know that you are not alone. I feel that way too. So like I said, come on in here, y'all. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Like I said, definitely. I know a lot of us, we're looking to, I'll be 50 years old in a few months. And of course, I'm switching things up, trying to change things, trying to do things different because I'm sick and tired of where my life has not everything in my life, but a lot of things in my life. Where is that right now? I'm like, okay, I need to see some different results. So like I said, I'm trying to, of course, make some changes with the help of Chat GPT and AI and all that kind of stuff too. But trying to, like I said, trying to learn some different ways of business, how to make changes, how to stick to the things that I said I was going to do and be consistent with them as well. I guess I put it that way. But like I said, definitely in doing all those things, yes, well, I can always do the work. I have no problem doing the work. But what I'm afraid of is that I'm going to fail again. I have failed so many times doing all these types of things. Well, I can't say the cookie business failed. It just didn't make the income I thought it was going to make. So in my mind, of course, that's a failure. I had a candy bouquet business. I had all these other businesses in the past that y'all probably have no idea about these businesses. But I'm, of course, certified life coach, life and relationship coach. And I had, like I said, I've done all these types of things besides working my full-time job as a social worker. And I'm like, okay, something has to give at some point, and it hasn't given yet. And like I said, I'm just tired of having, at least like I said, to me, failure after failure without having any success the way that I want to see it at all. And like I said, that's where my fear comes from and my hangups come from. Like I said, I can definitely do the work. I don't mind doing the work. But like I said, I need to see some results that, of course, that I can feel proud and happy about. I guess I put it that way. And something that I envisioned was going to happen. I guess I put it that way as well. And like I said, that has not happened yet. So like I said, definitely, yeah, I do want to, of course, like I said, to make changes and to go a different path and to do different things and do all these things. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, is this going to fail too? And I know that is not the right mindset to have, but I know I'm not the only one who's out here trying to, of course, wanting to do something different, but of course, afraid to do so because of fear. Like I said, I know I'm not the only one. And like I said, I definitely, please do put in the comments, like I said, let me know what your hang up is. What's keeping you from of course, trying to enjoy your new path forward. I guess I put it that way. And welcome, Keith Hernandez. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thank you for coming to the video. And like I said, definitely, it just seems like, of course, we all want to, of course, make changes and move ahead and do all these things. But it's like, okay, what's going on now? It's like, why am I stopping myself midpoint before I even get to the thing to get to the thing? And I'm just like, oh my goodness. I'm from the United States. Is it Elif? I think it's the name. I'm not sure. But like I said, definitely, y'all. Like I said, I know I'm not the only one who, like I said, want to make some changes, want to move ahead, want to do all these things. And yes, we'll do the work. But have fear. Just know the fear is going to be there anyway. What I know is in my 49 years on this earth, almost 50 years on this earth, what I know is that the fear is going to be there, but I still have to keep moving anyway. Because otherwise, what was it all for then? If I just stop and don't do nothing and let the fear just take over and I'm just sitting there looking crazy in the same place I am next year, this same time next year. Nothing has changed. I'm still unhappy about the situation I'm in or where I'm at with my career and this kind of thing. If I stop today, then what? I'm still not going to have it anyway. So like I said, I cannot let that fear stop me from doing the work in order to get, like I said, to the results that or the goals that I'm looking to see. And I may not see all the results, like I said before. That's one of the things, like I said, that's in my mind. It's going to be another failure. But I know that regardless of that, I'm still going to keep moving forward anyway. And that's what I've always done. Yes, I may have stopped in a few times in my life or taking a break like I have right now with my cookie business. I haven't done anything in my cookie. Well, I've made some videos for my Eat and Travel with Tony channel, like the little cookie video, baking videos or cooking demos, stuff like that. I've done a few this year, but I haven't done a lot, and I haven't actually tried to sell anything. Haven't done any kind of cookie events or pop-up events. I haven't did any of those things. Haven't did any cookies of the week, anything like that at all for this since January the 1st. Actually, since December mid-December, like the 15th maybe, after my last event. And like I said, definitely, like I said, I knew I had to, like I said, some of those times I had to take a break. Like I said, I'm a certified life coach. I got certified, Lord, probably back in, I'm a social worker anyway, so it wasn't really much difference from my degree in social work. It was the same information that I already knew, but I wanted the certification anyway, just to see what it was about. And of course, tried to start the business, and well, not tried, but I did start the business. I'm sorry. Of course, it did not come to fruition like I thought it was going to be. So therefore, I don't do that anymore either. Well, at some point maybe I will again. I don't know, but like I said, definitely you hear all these different things about folks doing this and folks doing that and how easy it was for them and this going on, and you're like, okay, why hasn't it happened for me yet? That's the same way, the exact way that I felt. And like I said, I know some of y'all out there may feel the same way, I'm sure as well. It's definitely unfortunate. Like I said, we all have different ways that different things work, but like I said, in my mind, is this a failure again? Yes, I want to move forward. Yes, I want to do all these things. And I'm going to keep moving. But like I said, I'm trying to figure out different ways to move, because what I've been doing in the past ain't working. And it has not worked at all. To, at least to me. To the extent that I want it to work, it has not worked. And like I said, yeah, that fear is in the back of my mind. It's going to be a failure again. What's going to happen? I'm hoping that it won't be. But like I said, I have to hot step out there on faith. Who knows? I don't know. No one knows how anything is going to go. And I know I'm the person, I'm sure you are too, who want to know exactly how the plans, what plan you need to take to get the result that you want. Yes, while there is a blueprint to get to certain things, but that does not mean that's how it's going to work out for every single person, and it usually doesn't. Maybe that one person that you see or heard about, it may have worked out for them, and that's it. But we all have different backgrounds. I know that we all have different backgrounds, different beliefs, different values, different ways that we work, different consistencies when it comes to business and things like that. So it's like, okay, one person may get the results, but you're not going to get the results. That's in my mind too. Like I said, that is a fear too, I'm sure as well. But like I said, definitely trying to move ahead, but having that fear that this is going to fail because everything else has failed. And like I said, that's a mindset change that I'm currently working on to let me know that just because I didn't see the results that I want does not mean that it's a failure. I know I always say, and I've always said, that everything teaches me a lesson, and it does. But it's just certain things. I know I push myself hard all the time, every single day. I'm like, this should have been happened by now. I should have had this result by now. And like I said, I know that's me. I know there's others out there who, and it don't have anything to do with me for, I guess, about perfection. I'm one that will move, have no idea what the hell I'm doing, but I figured out on the way. I've always done that. And like I said, right now, that is no longer working. I put it that way. It's got me to a certain extent, but not, like I said, to the extent that I would want for my life. I guess I can feel proud of myself about it. And like I said, definitely, I know there's, like I said, other ladies out there who are going through the same thing. You want to change, you want to do all these things, but this fear is telling you this is going to be a failure. This ain't going to work either. Whether it's a business, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a relationship with your kids, your partner, whoever is with, whether it's your job you're trying to apply for, whoever is with, or whatever is with. Maybe it's a city you want to move to. You're trying to plan for this and want to do that, but it's like, okay, I don't know if it's going to work or not. Nobody knows if it's going to work. Yes, we can have, which I know that we can have all these goals, have all these things. But what I know is that I have faith to keep moving anyway towards the goal that I think that I want in that moment. And like I said, it's definitely the same for you too, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I know that I'm talking about the fear and the failure and that kind of thing, but I want you to hear me that, of course, while I may think those things, I'm still moving. Yes, that it is part of my mindset because we always think negative anyway first. But like I said, I'm definitely still working on that because it's not going to change today. I can tell you that. But I know that I have to keep on moving regardless. Imperfect or not. There is no perfection for me. It's just movement forward in a way that I think that I'm going to meet the goals that I'm going to make and that I have set for myself. Like I said, I have enlisted the help of AI, chat GPT, and things like that to, of course, to help me better plan my way forward. I put it that way. They don't know what's going to happen. Either they're not God, but they can, of course, give me somewhat of a blueprint from the information about me that I put in there, that I might need help with, or my shortcomings, or things I need to look at, things I might need to change. Like I said, I have enlisted ChatGPT, my best friend, to of course assist. I put it that way. My best AI friend to assist. Like I said, definitely I've been doing some things a little bit different, of course, trying to make sure that I'm staying on track with certain things, making plans for this and for that in business and stuff like that, because I want to see myself win the way that I want to win. One of the main things, of course, I've been in the social work field, been working as a social worker for the past 27 years now. And I want to eventually one day not work a job and, of course, have a business to sustain my lifestyle. That is one main goal that I have. And I've always had that goal, actually. But like I said, I know the things that I've been doing have not created that lifestyle yet. I guess I put it that way. And it has not come to fruition yet. But at some point it will. I'm pretty sure that. Like I said, all I have to do is just keep on moving. Like I said, I have gotten some information, like I said, from ChatGPT and AI and that kind of thing to help me move forward in a different direction. Am I switching everything up 100%? No, but I'm making changes and doing things a little bit differently. And like I said, if you're having issues, I don't really have anybody around me that's business savvy, or well, my partner, he's had businesses in the past, but it's not online. It wasn't online businesses. Nobody that I know makes money on social media, but personally, trying to make sure, yeah, nobody I know personally makes money on social media except I have. That's about it. So I can't really go to anybody to ask them, how did you do this, how did you do that, and those kind of things. I don't have anybody to ask that I know personally that would, of course, sit down, talk to me, have a conversation, that kind of thing at all. Everybody else, of course, I'm sure you got to pay. I've asked people. Most people didn't even answer me, didn't even respond. People I didn't know, of course, but I just reached out trying to ask questions. Nobody wants to talk to you unless you pay them, unless you are going to, I don't know, give them part of what you're trying to create or whatever the case is. So, of course, that's why I talked to ChatGPT about it. At least that's been my experience over the last 20 some years, I put it that way, unfortunately. But like I said, definitely, it's okay. Am I sad about anything else? That's why I bought business books. That's why I paid into some coaching programs. They helped me too along the way. I'm not saying nothing helped, but like I said, definitely I know that the things that I've been doing in the past are not the things I need to do at this time in order to move forward and to create the life that I want to create. Like I said, yes, a lot in the past I was working from survival mode, still in survival mode, day to day. I wasn't thinking, yes, I was thinking in the future, but it was more about survival for me back then. And I have come out of that, but like I said, still, I'm now trying to rebuild from where I'm at right now with the new things I know, with the information that I know, the expertise that I know, the education that I know, and the lessons that I've learned in order for me to move forward to do something a little bit different. And to be more consistent with it as well. And to not let the fear stop me, because I hear it in my head that this may be a failure too. You don't know what's going on. We all hear those kind of thoughts in our head, I'm pretty sure. But what I know is it's not going to stop me. That's what I want you to hear today. It's not going to stop me regardless of what kind of fear I have or what kind of hang-ups I may have. Yes, while I'm scared, I'm going to still leap and keep on going. That's how I've always lived my life as well. Yes, it has, some things have stopped me for a moment, but I got right back into it and kept on going anyway. Imperfect, very, very much imperfect. Like I said, I don't have anybody to go to that has a business or that had a business, either actually in person or online, for real. Except for drug selling, that's it. That's a business too. I guess it's maybe illegal, but still, that's all I have. And otherwise, that's not the people I need to ask. I know that, but otherwise, I have nobody else to ask. So yes, like I said, I bought the books, the business books, paid into coaching, talking to ChatGPT and that kind of thing to help. Like I said, things are coming to fruition. It's going a little bit slow, and I have, of course, made a few dollars online now on my TikTok shop. I can say that. But like I said, definitely, y'all, it's just, like I said, I know I want things to move so fast and so fast and so fast because I've been doing this for years and years and years. I'm like, okay, at what point does it come into real life for me? I guess I put it that way. And like I said, yes, while I'm scared to do all these things and I hear it in my head that it may fail, that it ain't going to be right, I know doggone well that God still got me. I know that. And I'm still going to take that leap of faith and still keep moving anyway. Like I always jump off that cliff and figure it out on the way down. That's how I have done. And that's what I'm continuing to do, of course, a little bit more structured, of course, but I'm continuing to do that as well and not let anything stop me, regardless as to how much fear I may have. God still got me, and I'm still going to be able to move forward with that little bit of faith that I have. I don't care if it's a mustard seed, I still have some faith to move forward. So like I said, I hope this video helps somebody today. Like I said, let me know in the comments what kind of fear, what is your fear telling you, and how's it holding you back? If you want to share, definitely share, feel free. Or if not, share your comments from this video, something that stood out to you in this video. So with that, y'all, I'm going to get off here. Like I said, just know that you're not alone in your journey, y'all. I have those same feelings too. And I'm publicly sharing them with y'all, like I said, and hoping that it helps somebody think about their life a little bit differently, and to, of course, keep and give them some motivation or some inspiration to, of course, keep on going regardless of the fear that you may have. Because we are going to have that fear, but you can keep on moving still. So like I said, y'all, with this, I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Peace out. I'll see y'all later, family. Peace out.